Let's start with this wild post from Goldrush Crypto because the speculation around Michael Saylor and Kaspa is heating up in a way I honestly did not expect. As you can see in this post, Goldrush is pointing out the Apple-style imagery, the colors, and the vibe of Saylor's chart update, and wondering if it's a hint toward Kaspa. Now, look, I love a good conspiracy theory as much as the next crypto Deegan, but Saylor suddenly signaling Kaspa with color codes is hilarious and fascinating at the same time. The replies are split between this is hopium and Saylor is secretly stacking, and honestly, it's that chaotic energy that makes crypto fun. But this does set the tone for what we're talking about today because the Kaspa ecosystem is buzzing, the narratives are stacking, and the data is getting harder to ignore. Welcome back to the channel, legends. This is Goldrush Crypto Daily, the spot where we break down the biggest crypto tweets and news of the day with energy and a focus on helping you stay early, stay sharp, and stay bullish. If you're new here, consider hitting that like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. And if you've been here before, you already know this community is built different. Now let's roll. So staying on the Saylor theme for a second, I want to pull up this post from Nanaimo Trader because it connects perfectly. He's speculating, and I mean pure speculation, about what might happen if Saylor followed Marathon Digital's example and started accumulating Kaspa. Look at this tweet on the screen. Nanaimo points out how Mara mined Bitcoin for years and then shocked everyone by mining 93 million KAS worth $15 million. And now he's asking, what if MicroStrategy did the same? Would Saylor add green dots to his massive Bitcoin portfolio chart? And honestly, even though this is probably never happening, it is not crazy to imagine the market reaction. The narrative alone would be nuclear. Please remember, this is not financial advice. It's entertainment, education, and a reminder that crypto is the land of never say never. Now, before we go deeper, if you're enjoying the flow so far, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps push the video into suggested feeds and gets more eyes on the Kaspa conversation. All right, now let's take a look at something a little more grounded. A tweet from Alt Crypto Gems. This one is important because it highlights the technical structure behind Kaspa's current price action. So, as you can see, he calls this a do-or-die level for KS. The 12-hour chart shows a critical support zone around 6 cents, and considering Kaspa had a 60 to 66% run from late November, the bulls absolutely need to defend this spot if they want another upward leg. The fascinating thing here is that this isn't just hopium. The macro support retest, the trendline breakout, the bullish momentum from indicators like MACD and AO, these are real. And if we hold this zone, the path toward 11 cents opens up. That would be an enormous move in the middle of all this volatility. Again, not financial advice, but these setups are why people watch Kaspa closely. Speaking of real data, let's jump to this powerful update from Kaspa Daily. This might be the most underrated bullish signal of the week. The post says Kaspa is approaching 1,000 active public nodes. That's insane growth, and it's not just a vanity milestone. A larger, more geographically diverse node set means resilience, decentralization, and real network strength. With Kaspa's GhostDAG architecture pushing 10 blocks per second, having a strong global node presence matters more than ever. Look at the map they posted. Nodes in North America, Europe, and tons of emerging regions. And what makes this even more relevant is the backdrop: more than $2 billion in crypto security losses this year, according to recent reports. Centralized points of failure keep getting exploited, while decentralized networks keep proving their value. Kaspa growing its node count this aggressively is a signal the market should not ignore. If you're still watching, you're a real one. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. We post daily breakdowns that keep you ahead of the noise. Now the next one is from Kaspa Unchained. This is pure signal, and honestly one of the reasons Kaspa keeps getting so much developer attention. The post says, GhostDAG at 10 blocks per second plus verifiable programs is the point proof of work as a programmable public good, not a corporate chain. Let's unpack that. Since the Crescendo upgrade went live in May 2025, Kaspa's mainnet has been running with insane throughput while keeping proof-of-work decentralization. No pre-mine, no VC bags, no corporate overlords. The addition of verifiable programs, or vProgs, means developers can build programmable logic without the heavy virtual machine overhead that slows chains like Ethereum. Computation happens off-chain, proofs go on-chain, and the network stays fast. That's the dream. And this is why people are starting to quietly wonder if Kaspa could become the first high-throughput proof-of-work platform for real DeFi. It's early, but the pieces are lining up. Now on to one of my favorite hype posts of the week. This one from Kaspa Hype Man. This dude always delivers energy. He writes, KAS is 5 times younger than BTC, 6,000 times faster than BTC, and 1,000 times less expensive than BTC. And listen, While these numbers are exaggerated for dramatic effect, they're not totally off. Kaspa is only a few years old. It does thousands of transactions per second thanks to blockDAG, and the fees are basically nothing. Even during peak congestion, Kaspa fees stay under 1 cent, while Bitcoin can easily go over $4. So while the comparison is obviously aiming for maximum shock value, the underlying message is true. Kaspa is fast, cheap, and early matters. Before we wrap this next segment, if you're finding value in this breakdown, remember to click like and share the video with someone who needs to catch up on crypto news. It helps the channel so much more than you realize. Okay, so back to the analysis. The synergy between these posts is what really excites me. You've got technical support levels that could spark another leg upward. You've got decentralization metrics that show real network maturity. You've got cutting-edge upgrades like vProgs that could, honestly, reshape what proof-of-work ecosystems can do. And then you have the wild speculation energy from the community that just keeps the narrative alive and fun. This mixture, fundamentals, technology, hype, and memes, is literally how crypto moves in cycles. And Kaspa has all four firing at the same time. Now, let's talk about the narrative power behind blockDAG one more time because, honestly, this matters. People have been saying for years that proof-of-work can't scale, can't handle speed, and can't support programmability. But Kaspa is out here delivering 10 blocks per second instant confirmations and smart contract-like capabilities through vProgs. And it's doing it without copying Ethereum, without turning into a corporate chain, and without sacrificing decentralization. That is rare. That is valuable. And it's why miners, developers, and retail traders are paying attention. If this ecosystem continues growing its node count, refining vProgs, and maintaining fair distribution, Kaspa could become a massive contender in the next altcoin wave. I want to bring us back to the price action briefly. Remember that 6-cent do or die level? This is where we see whether the bulls are serious. A strong bounce keeps the momentum alive. A breakdown slows the hype. But the fundamentals we just talked about give the bulls a solid narrative. And narratives drive crypto. Never forget that. Now, if you're watching all the way through, drop a comment saying blockDAG so I know you're part of the hardcore crew. I see those comments and they mean a lot. Let's close with this. The reason Kaspa keeps showing up in these conversations is not luck. It's not random hype. It's consistency. Consistent upgrades, consistent community growth, consistent network strength, consistent speculation energy. It all compounds. And whether Kaspa goes to 11 cents this month or not, the bigger story is the ecosystem maturing quickly. Thanks for watching Goldrush Crypto Daily. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out the other videos on the channel if you want more high-energy crypto coverage. And once again, nothing in this video is financial advice. Stay smart, stay early, and I'll see you in the next one.